Well, the pupils of Mr. Jackson's bridge class have begun to play bridge as Jane does. She's Mrs. Average Player, who stands before his class and plays the hands wrong. Mr. Jackson hopes his pupils are profiting by her mistakes. He doesn't know they're copying her mistakes. Everybody in town is playing Jane's way now, the easy way. This episode takes place in Mr. Jackson's private office before class begins. Jane enters. Listen.
Hello, Mr. Jackson.
Oh, Mrs. Ace. Come in. You're quite early, aren't you?
Yes, Mr. Smith called me. I was going to be here at 1 o'clock.
Miss? Yes.
Yes, well, he said it was very urgent. What is it? What's the matter?
Well, I don't know. I can't imagine. Oh, I suppose it's something to do with publicity. No doubt he'll go along very soon. I just think, Mr. Smith, one of those, how do Americans call them, come and get it check. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, quite right. Well, my dear, I'm very happy to report that you're doing splendidly. How would you like to know that already you've been receiving fan mail?
Fan mail, me?
Yes, quite a few letters came this morning from 30 odd, I should say, all asking your advice on bridge. That's amusing, isn't it?
Oh, where are they? I'd like to read them.
I believe I have them here somewhere. Here they are. Of course, I have more myself and signed your name. Here they are.
Sign my name? Why, Mr. Jackson, that's surgery, isn't it?
Yes, of course, I was quite what did you say? Surgery?
Yes, if you signed my name. Who opened all these letters?
Well, I did, of course.
Why, Mr. Jackson, that's blackmail, isn't it?
Blackmail? Mrs. Ace, those letters are all addressed to Mrs. Average Player.
Well, that's me.
Mrs. Average Player does not exist. She's merely a creation of my own mind.
Well, why in creation do you have to open my mail?
The letters were addressed to Mrs. Average Player. She is a figment of my imagination, a puppet who performs when I pull the strings. That's all you are, Mrs. Ace, the puppet.
Well, that's a fine way to talk about me after all the work I do.
But I don't mean to offend you. I'm merely pointing out our respective positions here.
Well, you don't have to get personal, Mr. Jackson.
I'm not getting personal. Don't you lose my temper, Mrs. Ace? Personalities do not enter into our work. I have no personal feelings whatsoever for Mrs. Ace. But for Mrs. Average Player, I have the deepest love.
Oh, that's just puppet love.
Puppet
and
love?
I still don't see why everybody has to read my name.
Hello, Miss Jackson. Sure, old boy.
Hello, Mrs. Smith. Well, I got here early, like you said.
Good girl. Did Harrison get here yet?
Hmm?
Harrison on the news.
Oh.
He's going to do a big story on this new bridge angle of yours, Miss Jackson. Yes. Where is he? He should be here now. He's going to do a big Sunday feature on this new method of playing bridge, and My dear fellow, it's not a new method of playing bridge, it's a new method of teaching bridge. Yeah. I've told you that time and again. The distinction is quite important.
Okay. Now, the point is, the point we want to play up is the mystery of it. We don't want to let anybody know who Mrs. Average Player is. That's right.
After all, she's only a puppet created by my own...
Yes, we know, Mr. Jackson.
Now, the thing for you to be careful of, Mrs. Ace, is not to give away your identity.
Beg pardon?
You're simply known as Mrs. Average Player, nothing more. You have no other name.
Oh, see, between you and Mr. Jackson, this is getting my goat.
What? What does she mean?
Oh, I've merely been trying to point out to her that Mrs. Average Player is a composite picture of all the women who play bridge before taking my lesson. Out of confusion, I protect the efficient bridge player. That's the idea. That is it.
Yes, that's it. Now, Mrs. Average Player is the only name you give this guy. The papers are getting pretty hot for this story. They want to know more about this Mrs. Average Player, who she is, where she lives, and all that.
Oh, I couldn't tell him that. My husband wouldn't stand for it. He say he doesn't care if I work here and doesn't use my right...
Oh, here he is. Hello, Chuck. All right, boy. Mr. Harrison, this is Mr. Day. Oh, excuse me. Mrs. Average Player, this is Mr. Harrison.
How do you do?
It's pleased to meet you. Thanks.
And this is Mr. Jackson, the brick thrower.
I'm quite happy to be suggested to Mr. Press. My services are so disclosure. I didn't get the name of the lady.
This is Mrs. Average Player. She's the woman in the case.
Yes, I heard that name, but I mean the real name.
Oh, now, Chuck, I told you to set up.
Come on. Will you give me a beat on this? She's hot news around now. She's revolutionizing the game of bridge. My dear fellow, I assure you, Mrs. Average Player is merely a figment of my imagination. A creation of my mind.
I know.
Well, that's the real thing. Chuck, play ball with me. Will you just print the story as we give it to you, and then I tell you what. Give me this publicity break, and I promise you an exclusive on the name and everything, and we get ready to break it.
Well, okay, if that's the best we do. Oh, let's get to work. Now, what's it do?
How did Mrs. Abbott's player thing operate?
Well, I'll let Mr. Jackson tell you all that.
Yes.
You see, where's your photographer? I thought we were going to get some pictures.
Oh, I'm my own photographer. I take all my own pictures now. A little racket I developed to make a little extra dough. Got my old camera right here.
Oh, what a cute little camera. What kind is that?
Like that.
Oh, yes, very much. What kind is that?
Like that.
Yes, I do very much. What
That's
kind is
the
it?
name of the camera.
Oh, the name.
Now, let's get down to business. Come on, how about some pictures around a bridge table?
Okay, by me.
Oh, bridge table. Quite right. Yeah, this will be good enough to bring one into the classroom. Oh, yeah, sure thing. I'll be right with you. You go ahead and give us the highest in the story, Mr. Jackson.
Yes, sorry. Quite right. Let me see. How shall I say this? Oh, yes. Before it occurred to me some time ago, Mr. Harrison, that the person sitting around watching a game of bridge always feel they would have played the hand better than the person playing it. So, I invented a player who plays the hands incorrectly for my pupils, and they correct our mistakes and learn what not to do. How do you mean she plays the hand incorrectly? Do you coach her in it? Oh, no, not in the slightest. Do I, Mrs. Evans' player?
What?
Do I coach you?
Oh, no, he doesn't have to coach me. I want to do it. Besides, I get paid.
You mean you play these hands out the way you naturally play them? Is that the idea?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. And as she bids and plays each hand, my classmates learn. And after she's finished, they ask her questions. Her answers have been fantastic. Can you give us a sample? A sample, yes. Let me see. Well, I remember one of the women asking her why she didn't finesse a certain card, and she said it made her nervous. Made her nervous? She's kidding, of course.
Oh, no, I'm not. I never finesse.
That's certainly a new angle. What else? Let me see. Yes. She says that when in doubt, she always leaves the first card at her right. The first card on her right?
Yes, it's the easiest to read.
Here we are. Where should I put it?
Anywhere. This is turning out to be some story if all this I've been hearing is true.
Oh, it's true. Every word of it, whatever they told us.
Never finesses, it always leaves the first card on her right.
That's it, Chuck. It's on the level.
It's okay by me.
All right, well, we better hurry with these pictures. The classroom is crowded already, Mr. Jackson.
Oh, yes, it's quite right. Shall we get off with the conversation?
Oh, wait a minute. I can't have my picture in the paper.
Your picture isn't going to be in the paper. These are going to be close-ups of your hands. Fingers pointing to a card. Get over here, please, Mr. Jackson. Oh, speak to Mr. Jackson and me, will you, sir?
I get you. Now, let me see. Now, how about Mrs. Abbott's player sitting right there? Right there, please.
Oh, but I don't want my picture in the paper. My husband saw it.
Oh, you're married then.
Oh, yes, I'm married.
Now, just a minute. No information about Mrs. Abbott's player.
That's quite right. After all, she's only a figment of my imagination, and...
Mr. Jackson, if you say that once more, I'll scream.
There you are.
Well, there, I told you I would.
Okay, now, people, come on. Sit here, Mrs. Abbott's player, and I'll take these cards. Is that what you want, Chuck?
Yeah. I want to get her finger pointing to the first card on the right, and I want to get the professor there looking at Jen. Just quote, Mrs. Mop, horrified shot. Here, sit right there. Will you please, Professor? Okay. That's it. We'll call this, I lead the first card on the right. Just point to that end card, will you, Mrs. Brown?
My name is not Mrs. Brown.
First name is Arthur Twain.
Oh, now, cut it out, Chuck. Forget the name, will you?
Okay. Just point to that card. Okay. Come on, Professor. Look horrified.
Give it more, Mr. Jackson. Come on, do a proper face.
Central Tracy, my dear fellow, I'll give you Polly Lawton, one of my own countrymen. There you are. Distended liver and all. How's that, old boy? I said horrified, not horrible.
Take that, Chuck. That looks good.
Hold it. Got it. One more now.
Oh, I wish I had known I was going to have my picture taken. I would have gone to the beauty shop.
They won't see you, only your finger pointing to the card.
Oh, I've got my manicure.
Okay, now, let's have one called I Never Finesse. Lay a card down on the face.
Oh, wait, I'll lay out a dummy here so it looks like she's taking a finessing.
That's the idea. Now, you sit right there, Professor. Hold your hands up as if you want to stop her. Right there, Professor. Quiet right, old boy.
Oh, okay. Now, you point to that card, Mrs. Abbott's player.
If you get tired of calling her that. Okay, that looks good. Hold it. Got it?
Good. That ought to be a good one.
Anything else? Well, the paper won't have time. We've got to get the cross, you know. If you look like, please, to that paper, you'll read it.
Oh, sure. Okay. Hey, you want to come in and watch the class operate? Yep. Come on, I'll tell you a treat.
Yeah, I'll do it too, sir. Yes, come along, old boy. Be glad to help you. I'm a courier. Coming, Mrs. Evans,
yes, sir. I just want to powder my nose.
Well, it's It's been awfully nice knowing you, Mrs. Average Player.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad I met you, too. Oh, I forgot my fan letters. I'm getting fan letters already. Look.
Yes. Hey, you're quite a celebrity.
Oh, I am not. You think so?
That's a say.
Oh, I am not. You think so?
I wonder if you'd...
Oh, what is it?
Well, would you give me your autograph?
My autograph. Oh, well, this isn't exciting. Oh, you don't want my... Oh, have you got a piece of paper?
Yes, here you are. And here's a pencil, too.
Oh, this is sure something you tell my husband when I get home. You won't believe it between the fan mail and now an autograph. There you are.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well, I guess I better hurry. They're waiting for me. You go watch me?
Yeah, I'll be in just a minute.
All right, see you later then.
Oh, City, that... Hello, this is Harrison on that bridge line. Got an exclusive for you. Hey, you know that Mrs. Average Player? Well, I found out who she is. Sure, got her autograph right here. James Ace. A-C-E. She's married, and if you have somebody there look up her husband... Well, that autograph was too much for Jane, and she gave it all away. We learn how Mr. Ace reacts to this publicity when next we meet the Easy Ace.